Robin.
We're going to get back to the B Morning Coffee Club on WBEE in Rochester. You know who she looks like, right?
Oh.
Chris Farley. A lot of people saying Chris Farley, good. But you got to go character. Chris Farley's lunch lady.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. That's what that pig looks like.
Oh.
I asked Jimmy in the hall, do you ever feel guilty you're bad? And he goes, no. And I go, yeah, me neither.
No.
It really was a great moment.
Enough for this.
Me neither. I said to him like that. Because I don't know this fucking person.
Cares.
Why is she talking about stupid shit? She deserves it.
Drop a ton, you mess.
Where's our guest? Is he coming down the hall?
Yeah. I wonder if there's a problem in the security. Sucks here.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let William Shatner up Martin Sheen.
Really?
You fucking assholes. Do you really not recognize these guys?
Well, they have a little power.
Shatner's going to end his career by pulling a fucking a bomb vest ripcord there and just blow up the building. Really?
Well, you give those people some power, and guess what? They take advantage of it.
Yes, they do.
Huh?
Those people.
Those people, yeah.
I think, let me see if we can confirm this. They closed the page.
Really?
Their Facebook page officially closed.
One guy was just reading Twitter as I was going to the bathroom, and he goes, not only did they remove my comment, Facebook gave me a content warning, and then he just writes, why me? Because I think they just singled out this one guy. Goes, why me? It's you guys are fucking funny, man. Simple as that. I got some funny fucks out there.
Excuse me.
All right.
Adewale.
I don't know how to say his name. We're just kind of stalling until he gets here because he's coming.
Yeah, that's all right.
Adewale.
Adewale, how about subtract the ceiling? I should say that. The place will go crazy.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna.
So you was in Lost. Did you ever get found?
Oh, God.
Apple only sold 4 million iPhones? iPhone 4S's? That's not that good.
There's so many people have these.
Huge.
What?
That's huge.
4 million?
Yeah.
In a week?
Weekend. That's not that
Just
great.
a weekend. That's
I
hilarious.
thought the number would be a little higher than that.
A lot of people have to get rid of their Blackberries.
Blackberry.
And they're waiting for
I can't wait till that company goes under. I hate that fucking company, man.
BlackBerry.
It's such a lead, too. It's happens in a lot of businesses. A lot of these companies get cocky, and they don't acknowledge what's coming up behind them.
They really are dumb.
Satellite radio did it to regular radio.
Yep.
We go back when we used to do commercials on our regular radio show for satellite radio, and we were the only ones yelling and screaming, like, what are you doing, you stupid idiots?
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't take their advertising and make it a little easier for them to start competing.
If they want to give their money to us, that was their logic was. Hey, if they want to give their money to regular radio, that's their problem.
I had a screaming argument or whatever with Kent Stevens over that, and he's like, look, calm down, don't worry, when they become a player, then we'll stop taking their advertising.
But
that's logic is stupid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just guys want to make the quota, that's all it is.
I didn't know about satellite radio until we started talking about it on our show.
Yeah.
The fact they took
Dummies.
those ads, they really are stupid.
Yeah.
But it shows you how greedy and dumb they are.
Yep.
To have taken the ads of someone who was really going to hurt and it really hurts their business.
And people knew at the time, it wasn't like IATA. Remember that dumb IATA shit?
IATA.
People knew satellite radio was going to be something.
Yeah.
That it had a real chance of surviving. It was it was going into cars already at that point. People knew. So why would you do that?
Just dummies. What's this guy's name? It's freaking me out.
I know it is.
Mr. Echo.
Yeah, just call him Mr. Echo. That's good.
Say it
No,
twice.
he doesn't. I don't. I've heard tell.
By the way, Travis mad at me.
I'm a big fan of hearing about like other shit he did. I don't know.
Can I throw some logic at Travis? I told Travis that Lost ended up being a shitty show because it's not on TV anymore. If it was a good show, it'd still be on TV.
I
And then he
respectfully
goes,
disagree.
Then he goes Seinfeld. I go, shitty show. It's not on TV
and
anymore.
That's sacrilege.
Why? If it was a
Because
good show, it would still be on TV.
Seinfeld's a great show.
And then what did you say, Mike and Molly?
Yeah.
What?
Good show.
All right.
Obviously, it's still on TV.
I think we have two different ways of looking
And that
at
Whitney
things.
show? I don't get it, but it's a good show. It's on TV.
Wow. Isolate that.
Lost and Seinfeld, in the end, were shitty shows.
MASH?
They couldn't. Shitty shows.
Seinfeld's still on.
That's true. Seinfeld is still on.
Many reruns. Yes.
But are they making new episodes?
Well, they're new to someone.
Yes.
Are they making new episodes?
They did on Curb. Mm-hmm. Yes.
No, that was last year.
Well,
Shitty show.
they might again.
Follow
Curb
the
is
logic.
still on. Who
Follow the
knows?
logic. Shitty show. Where is this guy?
He's on his way up. Roland says that there were a lot of fans downstairs.
Oh, really? He's
Yeah.
one of those guests?
Really? A lot of fans down there?
Well, I think when people know that somebody's coming, you'll get people downstairs that are waiting to get autographs.
Are they Lost
Oh,
fans?
that's interesting. So when other people have guests that are waiting to come up on the show, they let them stop for autographs and stuff? Or
Well, I think it's probably
usher
to
them
the
up the
performer.
private
yeah, it's probably up
elevator?
to the performer.
Yeah, huh?
No, everybody comes up through the same elevators.
Interesting.
They do, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because everybody's got to go through security. I mean,
didn't.
you just said Shetwell.
Shatner going through security.
Oprah didn't go through
Dumb.
security?
No, they got
She-
the passes in advance.
That
I
bitch,
think that's a very
that bitch could be hiding a lot of
selective.
shit, too, and they let her go right through?
In that Apulsa.
That's right. That's right. Her network's doing well, though.
no, it's not.
What?
That fucking dumbass Rosie.
Eric Logan's going to be drinking
No, he's-
yeah.
by Christmas.
I don't think it's Elo's fault.
He's going to be losing his fucking mind by Christmas. That metrosexual is going to go back to the bottle.
What's the hold?
There's some stress over there, man.
All I know is that they
At
were checking
Harpo.
in. You know, you got to check in downstairs, and you got to check in up here, and the guy's got to give you a stupid little sticker to put on your little thing. And
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
The good morning guy. Good morning. Tuesday morning. Good morning.
IndyCar tracks, are they too risky? The media just sucks.
One.
There we go.
It's the first horrible accident in a very long time, so obviously they're not too fucking dangerous. It's a dangerous
that?
sport
Here
in
we go.
general. Oh, this guy, holy shit, I remember him.
All right.
Big fucking star, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, with the music.
What's up, bro?
How you
Hey,
doing,
how are you?
man?
What's going on?
How you doing?
Hanging.
Listen, I'm more awake than you now.
Early morning.
Yeah, we,
right? I know.
Woo-hoo.
How'd you spend your evening/morning?
Well, I was at the Angel Ball last night. You know, being very suave and sophisticated and supporting a very noble cause, the cancer. You know, it was a great evening.
What happened at it? What is it? A
Well, it's
concert?
an auction. They raise money for it. You know, so
No, what's the cause, though?
cancer
What
research.
kind? Just in general?
Yeah, I think it's general cancer research,
Right
and
on.
you raise money via auctions and donate it to research because there's a lot of people in the room who I'm sure many of us, you know, been affected, and I had a parent that died of cancer.
Yeah.
Plus, a good friend of mine, Naomi Campbell, was being awarded an award for all of her charity work with Fashion Relief. So it was two-pronged, really. Support that and support her. Mm-hmm. So it was a very, very nice evening.
When you're in places like that,
Sounds fun.
and you see like an actor or something you like, do you approach people that you actually like their work?
Oh yeah, I mean, like, you know, especially if you really like their work, there's no reason why you can't just go up and say, "Hey, listen, that was good." I've had actors, for instance, Ted Danson. I remember when we was on the
Ted
red
Danson.
carpet at the Golden Globe. And it's what makes you, you know, really endeared to an actor, actually, when they're humble and they come out and they say, "Hey, we really like." So you know, it's like a community. You really feel like, okay, we're supporting the craft.
What did Ted like that you had done? Which one of your projects, or was it all of it?
He loved Lost, actually. He was referring to that, and he was saying how moved he had been when he watched those episodes, you know. And I told him as well, listen, you kept me going through Cheers and all. You know what I mean? I grew up watching you, and I mean that in the best respect, you know. So, you know, it was nice to salute each other.
There's two completely different shows.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I lost. Hey, cheers. Yeah, I like that too. Yeah.
But they were both pioneering in their own time.
Yeah.
Really. You know what I mean? I mean, Cheers. It was quite revolutionary.
It was,
back
yeah,
then. It was
huge,
great.
huge show.
Did you ask to be taken off Lost because I read that your parents were ill and that you had asked to be taken off it, or is that just complete internet nonsense?
No, it's two things. One, there was always the agreement that I was only going to be on there for a year. And, you know, we had an option for a year. And then, unfortunately, my parents did died, both of them,
both.
at the same time. So, and being the only son, I had to take care of the estate. And I just couldn't do it all.
Right.
So it really was also that it was a year, and just living in Hawaii, and I was there for 9 months. And I mean, really, you're on that island. Now, I know to a lot of us sitting here, it's like, hey, what are you complaining about? It's not even a complaint.
A lot of the actors were saying that, though. It's like, all right, yeah, it's Hawaii. It sounds all great, but you're kind of isolated, huh?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's like being a doctor as well. Even when you're not shooting, you're on call because you're weather cover. Mm-hmm. So you can't actually go off the island to Los Angeles or hang. You really are on the island. It's a very small island, beautiful island, but I'm a city boy. And I just, coupled with the family thing and that, and the year option, I'm just saying, you know what? I think I'll bring up my option and jump off.
What balls up for an actor to do that? Because that's such a big show, and you think like that's like one of the ones that you want to be associated with. That's really you have a lot of confidence in the fact that you're just going to keep working. Like you knew you'd get something else.
I mean, I always think that if you put 150% in your work, good work begets work. In fact, I mean that's how the Lost Job came about. It was the producers were huge fans of the work that I'd done on Oz in this city, New York. So they were So I feel like if you put your back into what you're doing, it'll pay off.
Yeah, the Oz, of course, was great out of BC.
Yeah.
You just. Whenever you were on screen during that show, you just knew like, oh no, something bad's gonna happen to somebody. Nothing was worse than the happy birthday with the little cupcake. Was that bad?
I felt sorry for that kid. Even doing the scenes, I felt sorry for him. I was like,
and then he went on to do The Wire. That was Bodie.
Oh, J.D. Williams.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Great young actor, and he was quite young then. So, and I believe in his career. So I always felt bad for these, but I had to jump to
it. Was so brutal because he's in the cell without a BC, and he's just like it's his birthday, I guess, and. He's got a little cupcake.
That's
with
nice.
The candle.
A cupcake. What's wrong with that?
But then it's like blow out the candle, happy birthday, and you just knew he was getting raped, and it was
They just left it all to the imagination.
Yeah, they left it to the imagination.
We knew what the birthday present.
We knew what the present was going to be. That was great. A lot of. Did you ever think that little hat would become so popular?
It's so funny because. I actually grew up, on the streets kind of, when I was a kid wearing it like that. The idea being, it really came from the old days of the Cagney, the tilt, and the further you could tilt it, the badder you were, So if you could hang it on the corner of your head and do a backflip, you were the man.
Yeah.
And so it came out of that. And I remember when we were doing the show, and this is the first scene. And I came out of the dressing room with the hat already on, and they told me categorically, absolutely no, you cannot wear. There's no hats in the show. That's what I was told because, this is a prison. We all wear uniforms, and that's that. And and it went right to the top, and I was just like, Christ, man, even in prison, people. I've seen them. They forge an identity out of those uniforms, don't they? And I was just like, wow. So we shot, and as they said, action, I just took it out of my pocket and stuck it on my head. and at the end of the take, we walked off to do another scene, and the director told me, like, damn, he put that hat on. We shot it, and we didn't have time to go back and to redo it. So the hat stayed, and it's funny because no matter how many scenes that were, these heinous scenes, of raping men, of injecting them with HIV, all the one thing people, talk about is like, how did you keep that hat on yourself?
Yeah, people always wonder how it stayed on.
But that's such a great actor's story. Like, I just did it. If I tried that, they would actually just stop the scene and go, we said take the hat off, please. We're going to fire you.
Well, the thing about those days is you got 2 takes and that was it. And that was what was lovely about shooting TV. You just like, it's shoot it, and run. And so there's no time for no tweaking or anything.
Right.
It always has to be in the post. So it's great, yeah.
Do you like doing TV or films better? I mean, which schedule do you dislike more?
You know what? I really don't discriminate, as to the medium. It all depends on the story and my character, what I can do in it. But I will say this. I love both, and for different reasons. I mean, I love film for the versatility. Every 3 months you can be somebody else. Do you know what I'm saying? You do your character and you get out. And then, like this year, I've done 4 movies, and every single one has been different. With De Niro in Killer Elite, I'm British with the suit and tie, very sophisticated manipulator. The Thing, he's all American. Pilot. And then Best Laid Plans, I play a paraplegic with a 7-year-old mentality. And then with Stallone, I just finished with Stallone, and it's the arch villain. And so you get to do all of that with movies, and that's what intrigues me. But the beauty of TV is that, number one, I love the schedule because it really is only 2 takes. You just get in and you get out. There's no fuss, and you don't take a whole day or 2 shooting one scene. You just don't have the time because it has to be out by the end of the week.
Yeah.
And then you and the audience get to unfold the character, because week after week you're seeing it. With movies, you got 2 hours, you're servicing maybe 10 or 12 characters, and you got to get it all in. With like you said, with Adebisi, with Echo, you can put those layers and textures in, and people actually really get to know the characters. So they're both good for different reasons, but scheduling, I mean, I love TV for that.
Because you kind of, you're done quickly.
Yeah, you just get in, and it's really a good tool for an actor, because you have to be on your A game. You have to be awake. You just got to be on your toes. And the sort of TV I've done, which both Oz and Lost, if you weren't, you'd be killed.
Right.
And that was a very real possibility. I remember, like, the first scene, the first couple of scripts that we were doing, all the actors, like, they would come out weekly, and you see us all in the prison sitting on the steps, just reading these scripts to see if you were dead. Everybody's frantically going through the pages to see if you made it, because it was really survival of the fittest at its best. If the character didn't pop, that was it, man. You were out.
Yeah, that was one of those shows where where you were never sure who was going to be dead. It could be a leading character, and a lot of times it was, and just, you're gone, goodbye.
That's the great thing about those, right? The surprise.
It really is.
I think sitcoms should do that more. How great would that be? Kill the wacky neighbor.
People we could knock off, right?
God, what a nice long list of people that should be executed on television. Again, we never know if the Wikipedia bios are accurate. Are you a boxer, or you're just a fan of it?
No. I toyed around with it as a kid, but I'm more of a fan of it than and I've used some of the techniques to train to get fit, but I wouldn't say I'm a boxer, man. I'm not taking no hits.
Okay, you never fought like that.
I'll play Jack Johnson on Broadway on a movie. Oh yeah, I'll be a boxer for that. But
did you play him, or you want to?
No, but that's definitely something I want to do. Yeah, it's just one of those characters that is as broad as Adebisi. Do you know what I mean? He was the Adebisi of his day.
Yeah,
he was just doing it, and I'm like, to revive that, and I know they're doing that on Broadway. It'd be great.
Can you do musicals or no?
Yeah, I can do a musical.
You can sing?
Yeah.
I was surprised that we had him in. Michael Potts, who was Brother Mouzone on The Wire, he's in a Book of Mormon. It's like, Jesus Christ, the last guy I would have expected to belt out of tune.
Yeah, belt out of tune, right?
You'd be surprised. There's a lot of actors out there that just have a lot of different skills. You know what I mean? I play the trumpet too. So it's always nice when you can incorporate one of your hobbies or something into
You play the trumpet? How many years did you take it?
You know what? I didn't. I just picked it up 4 or 5 years ago.
Just pick it up and by ear, just figure it out.
Just stroll along with it and see. You gotta know. Same with the acting. Just picked it up, stroll along with it, and see.
You never went to acting school?
No. I never went to acting school. I actually started out in law. I got a bachelor's and master's degree in law. We got 3 lawyers in the family, and my father, being the only boy of 4 girls, he expected me to take over the business. But I was like, hey, there's no way I'm reading these books for the rest of my life, you know. So I quickly got out of that. Yeah, so and then I just found my way to Hollywood, and it just worked the right way.
Yeah, that's great.
Can you? I cannot believe Adebisi was a lawyer. Like, you never know.
yeah, I know, right?
You would never guess lawyer.
Well, Adebisi wasn't. Adewale was. Adebisi was all about breaking the law.
Yeah. When you were in Lost, you were a lot bigger than you are in Oz. Was that a conscious decision, or were you just hungry?
No, I think that was successful living.
Was it? Yeah. Just kind of like, let me.
Some honesty there.
I think that's successful living, man.
Reaping the fruits of my labor here.
Absolutely,
Life was
man.
good.
Life is good.
But
He was
I
treating
would
himself,
assume-
Jimmy.
I would assume that doing a role like Oz, and the kind of character you played, you would have to be very fit. You probably worked out a lot because you had to look the part.
I mean, it was all very much in keeping. I remember back in those days, yeah, I was hungry. I was younger. I was lean. But, you know, there was no specification like this dude has to be yoked. There was nothing like that. That was just me.
Let me translate what Anthony was saying.
They had a gym on set, so
Right.
in between, we just... What's he trying to say?
Well, he was saying that he really enjoyed you in Oz, but he liked your body a lot more in Lost.
Well, isn't that nice?
I will say, for 1 year on the show, you did make a huge impact. Yeah. Some of the, I mean, you gotta think some of those people that were the behind the scenes people that were just in background people for the entire run of the show. You'd be like, I remember that extra. So them in like the first season, they're like, this son of a bitch comes in for a year, pretty much becomes one of the most popular characters on the show, and then just,
it's all about keeping it moving, keeping people guessing, and I mean that was the MO. The deal that I was given, these 4 characters were coming in to jack up the show, and if it didn't work, you were going to die. So there was no. Yeah. You were under no illusions while you were there. There was no time to make friends. And I remember I was shooting 50 Cent's movie at that time, so I had no preparation whatsoever. So, and there's 15 characters in there. You just got to get in there and make yourself heard.
You got to kind of try to do what you got to do to stand out, I would gather, or else you get killed off.
That's it. And the thing is like, I came from that walk of life from Oz. It was all about shuffle, get in there, do, so
huge ensemble
it
cast,
wasn't no
right.
thing to me. It was like, just get in there and make an impact, and then, see where that goes.
Start shanking the cast. Like, wait a minute.
I think of it more like, because the cast actually help you in the end, but it's like shanking the audience. You know what I mean? You got to you got to hit them in the gut where it hurts. So they feel it.
You know what? You're right, because when you watch a show, and you have one of those like holy shit moments where you're just watching and go, no way that just happened. That makes a great show. Yeah. And I think that I think there's a few that are doing that now.
What's your favorite
but not
shows
many.
out there now?
Right now, I've been digging Breaking Bad. I like that one. Walking Dead also. Kind of like, a little zombie thing. How do you lose with zombies? Great. But now you also did The Thing. The
is that what you're promoting?
Like that.
Prequel / remake boot thing of The Thing. So effect wise, amazing.
Have you seen the movie yet?
It's fantastic, man.
Is
You seen the new Thing?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Movie. I go to the movies.
Well, he's got ways.
I go to the movies. I have to see these movies. But were you a fan of the original one was the early one, from the 50s, and then the
John Carpenter remake.
The John Carpenter remake.
I knew both of them. I knew the 50s one and the 82 version, John Carpenter's, and particularly John Carpenter's version. It was quite a groundbreaking film. I remember it's one of the few films where black people lived to the end. You know what I mean? And had a real identity. You know what I mean? And just the creatures. I remember, always being struck with that transformation where the dog became this.
Yeah.
And I remember also that. you know, the effects were kind of amateurish, but they were just incredible. They were
It was
so
effective, man.
nasty,
Yeah. That the upside down head where the legs come out of it. It's just
For
crazy.
30 years ago, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But I think
Kinda
really what
creepy.
struck me about that film then was that it was more of a thriller suspense, you know, because the thing goes into human and then you got to figure out which one. I love those things.
It's that paranoia thing of not no one knowing really who the
Friends
who the bad
turning
guy is.
against each other and all of that stuff. And we have all of that in this new one. I mean, I think they did a great job sort of capturing the paranoia, the suspense, the thriller, and then just took it to another level with the creatures, man. I mean, that stuff. It's grotesque, man.
It's grotesque.
We have to wrap. They're telling us because you have television. That's your people are saying that we have to wrap.
He's
you
a
now
busy man.
'cause he has TV to go do.
Yeah.
So not to cut you off, obviously, but to want to plug properly. The
Yeah.
Thing is in theaters now.
Yeah.
Killer Elite is in theaters now, and it's the one AAA. TRIPLEA, the one AAA on Twitter. And how do we Adewale we got? And how do you say your last name?
Akinnuoye-Agbaje.
That's what I thought so. I had it right. Incorrect. All right.
I was close.
Just call me Adewale. We can keep it simple.
Imagine that if that was his Twitter name, he wouldn't be able to tweet.
Yeah, that would be
No more characters left over.
Yeah, you can't tweet anything. You put your name and
that's
characters
it.
turn red.
But you know what? It ensures in Hollywood I get my own separate
they're asking-
card.
That's true.
That's what's up.
Yeah, you're not on the screen.
really have to go.
Ain't
Yeah.
sharing
No
with
other
nobody.
names.
And at 1 o'clock, Adewale would be on the Chew. They're asking us to mention that it's on ABC at 1 o'clock today. So if you want to watch the interview too, check that out at 1 o'clock on ABC.
Nice.
I never heard of it. I guess it's a new show.
Hey, thanks, man. Pleasure
Hey,
meeting
listen,
you,
it's
man.
my pleasure,
Thank you
man.
very much.
Come back and
Thank
see
you guys
us,
for
will
the
you?
support. I
Cool, man.
definitely will, man.
All right, man.
Thanks.
Take a photo.
Feet up on the board like I run the show. Hoagie in my mouth, hoagie in my mouth. He rock army nigga. He rock army nigga. Fat boy in the seat, bikini girls on the screen. Coke floats in my cup, Coke floats in my cup.
All right. Well, what's wrong with that? Oh, everything. Shit. What was I thinking for a second?